Alright, good morning. Sunday morning. I think I'm going to call this one Sunday Morning Coffee, Smokes, and Ramblings. Been gone for a while. I've had some living to do. So, and that's the thing, people. No matter how hard you try, no matter what you're doing out there to get ready for whatever's coming down the pike, take some time to live a little bit. You know, just in case things go pear-shaped, then you can say, well, I've had some life to live. Let's see, first, as far as preparedness, if you drink coffee, if you drink coffee like I do, no matter how much you think you have, it ain't gonna be enough. Put coffee away, lots of it. Same with smokes. You don't have to buy smokes, just buy tobacco. Go ahead and get you a little cheap pipe. Don't worry about the rolling papers. If things go friggin' pear-shaped, you'll be set. But as for coffee, seriously, I don't want bad things to happen. I want everybody to make it through this. But I'll tell you what, if it comes to a point where I don't have my coffee, I'm going to be pretty upset about things. I might do some things that I didn't want to do. Because, well, let's be honest, coffee is damn important. Chicory's fine. I guess we could deal with chicory. It's here in our country. But we're not going to be growing coffee anytime soon. So go buy a lot of coffee. Very important. Second, we've had a little string of robberies here in my little area. A good neighbor came by the other day and gave me a little piece of paper that had the numbers of all the contacts for the neighborhood watch and the cops and the sheriffs and all of that. Excuse me. But, yeah. The funny thing is, when she knocked on the door, my dogs went haywire. I got two of them. You've seen one of them. Yeah. To all y'all getting ready out there, if you think that you're able to take care of an animal, I suggest getting a dog. Get one that barks, though. Don't get a little yapper. Get something that can actually bark. I mean, nothing wrong with yappers. Love them. I've got sort of a yapper. But I got a big one that can bark her ass off. So, yeah, that's one way to deter problems. If nothing else, they're a great alarm system. I did have one night, about 1 in the morning, the big dog that's on my other video, she started barking. I got up and I did the high step through the house and looking around to check things out. And tell you what, for a second there, I was a little nervous because, man, she can get her going. I'm not sure what she was barking at. Never did find anything. But yeah, a dog's a good idea to have. You know, they're great for just hell entertaining yourself. But the thing is with a dog, even if things go haywire and you can stock up on dog food and all that. But now listen, even if they've got a weak stomach now from breeding and, you know, people are stupid, they always have been able to eat people food. That's the way it's always been. It might take a little time to get used to, and they'll stop throwing up eventually. But, yeah, you can feed them people food. And if you're a vet, don't send me a bunch of stuff saying, oh, they can't, blah, blah, blah. Now, dogs were made to eat raw food. That's what they do. But we've bred them into a point where they need their little I-ams and all that nonsense. It's silly. If things go haywire, these dogs are going to eat whatever I eat. That's just the way it is. So, there's that. One other thing about preparedness. I got a British Berkefeld, a big Berkey. It's a water filtration system. Check them out. It's British Berkefeld. B-E-R-K-E-F-E-L-D. British Berkefeld. Works through a gravity-fed system. Water sits on top, filters down into the bottom where you drink it. It works with ceramic filters. You can take the nastiest ass water in the world and it'll filter it out. That's a good idea. Now, for you hardcore dudes out there, you can always use tampons. Maybe I'll do a video on that. I've seen one. One of my buddies, one of my subscribers, or somebody anyways, I've got one. Duct tape, electrical tape, and a tampon. Makes a good filter straw. You're going to need quite a few, though. So it's actually cheaper to go ahead and invest the money on a good filtration system. Don't worry about those that like Alex Jones sells. Because if you got no power, those reverse osmosis, they're not going to work for you. You got to have power on them. What else has been going on? Living life. But yeah, coffee, a good dog, smokes, and yeah, water filtration. Because let's be honest, you ain't going to make a lot of coffee without water. So for you guys and girls out there that do the drinking a lot of sodas and stuff like that, buy 2 liters. And when you're done with the 2-liter bottle or whatever, iced tea, whatever you get, whenever you go out and get you some of that stuff, don't get the cans. Get the 2 liters. And then that way, when you're done with them, rinse them out, put you some water in it, put it in a nice, dark, cool place so it doesn't, get nasty and taste like stale-ass water. That's kind of what I've been doing. I don't really drink the sodas, but we've got the iced tea jugs and stuff, so that's a pretty good idea. Just a quick way to do it. Another thing, just a little quick tip. If you live in a place like Kentucky now this year that just got hit by that big ice storm, if you think something like that's coming down the pike, a hurricane or a tornado or whatever's coming down the pike, and I'm not talking about martial law, I'm talking about a natural disaster. If you've got bathtubs and not some stand-up shower stall, go ahead and run a full bathtub of water. And don't let anybody in it. Don't let nobody touch it. That's your good water right there. Just keep that bathtub filled up and ready to go. Don't flush your toilets anymore. Use them, but try to, conserve it, because you're only going to get a few flushes. If you got to last a week with only bathtub water, you don't want to be wasting that water. So there's a quick one, just for giggles. Anyways, I just thought I'd throw a few things out there, let y'all know I wasn't dead. And I'm going to try to make some more about some more important things. So much has been going on. One thing is, it was kind of funny. I got up the other morning and I watched the situation in Buffalo where the plane went down. And it kind of reminded me of the TWA-800 and the JFK Jr. deal. These talking heads on the news, these 24-hour stations, it's really funny how they've already figured out what's gone on, what's happened, what's in the know, man, before anybody's looked at the scene or anything. They're talking about icing on wings. Well, and the water kind, not the confectioner kind. Well, that plane was equipped with the de-icing. No other planes in the area were talking about icing problems on their wings. So that one right there kind of made me go, wait a minute, here we go again. And I know they're just idiots and they're just full of conjecture. But then all of a sudden people start believing it, and that's the way they start talking. Like 9/11. 10 minutes later, they already knew who did it. It wasn't 10 minutes. Truly, though, it was within the first hour that there were some names being tossed around, and it stuck. So that was nonsense. But, yeah, as far as that plane, I don't understand. Our tax money goes to the FAA and to NTSB, National Transportation Safety Board. What is the deal with the FBI being the first people to start talking? Why are the FBI there? Why are they the first to respond? What's the deal with that? Because our tax dollars don't go to pay them to investigate plane crashes. There are fellers at NTSB and the FAA that they sit by their phones. I believe this is correct. They sit by their phones. They are accident investigators. They wait to be called to the scene of an accident. Why is the FBI investigating this? It always makes me nervous, especially when somebody happens to be suing the crap out of the government over 9/11. Don't want to start conspiracies here. I'm just saying, why is it that the FBI is involved? Flight 800, why was the FBI involved? Why did the CIA make the videotape that tried to explain why people saw, over 200 people saw something leave the surface and go into that plane? But hey, I'm just throwing it out there. I'm going to do some more research on this. But yeah, I'm getting real tired of this country doing this with this news nonsense. And the sad part is, I can turn it off. That's not a big deal to me. I watch it for purely entertainment and to keep my high blood pressure going. But yeah, it's that I went out last night for the old Valentine's, and hell, people were talking about it like they had already solved the case and they knew what was going on. So, anyways, I just thought I'd throw that out there on a Sunday morning while I was having a little coffee and a smoke, and I just have some ramblings in my brain. All right, y'all, peace out, be good. If you can't be good at it.